In this session of business studies, we will be going to discuss about one more technique that is related with the scientific techniques of Taylor, that is standard tasks or setting of the standard tasks. Taylor has suggested this thing that if there will be the setting of the standard task for doing each and every work, then definitely we will be able to give the better results, and there will be the increase in the productivity and the profitability of the organization, as well as the efficiencies of the worker will also increase. So for this, he has said there are 4 different studies he had done on this pattern. First study, it is related with method. Method, it is a particular procedure for completing a given task. He said that there is one best method for doing each and every activity. So we have to follow that one best method, right from the purchasing of the raw material up till the goods are finally produced. So there are number of activities which are being performed between them. So each and every activity should be performed by following a particular process or procedure, and there should be one good method for performing each and every activity. And when this will take place, the method study, what it will do, the method study will minimize the wastage of the efforts, the wastage of the resources, because we are following the best method for completing a given task. Second thing what he has said, the study which was based on the motion, he said that we can improve the efficiency of the worker, we can improve the productivity in the worker if we remove the unnecessary movements which are being done by any employees or worker during the work procedure. And for this, he laid down various flow charts, he made the diagrams, and then he has observed each and everything, that how many unnecessary movements are being done by the worker, due to which there is an unnecessary delay in the completion of the task, and the workers are also getting tired and their work is not completed on the given time period. So when these unnecessary movements of the bodies are being removed, the movement, that is the motions, are being removed from a particular work procedure, so we will see that the work is completed according to the laid down parameters, and it will be completed in a given time period. For this, he has made the study on the bricklaying process. In the bricklaying process, there were total, he said that 18 movements were being done by the workers, but when the studies were being made on those 18 movements, he said that there were many unnecessary movements which were there. So out of those 18 movements, 13 movements were being removed by Taylor, and then he said this thing that only 5 important movements are there through which the bricklaying can be done. So with the help of this, he said this thing that if we remove the unnecessary movements in the body parts of the workers, then we can increase the efficiency of that worker also. Next study, that was related with the time study. Time study, he has said this thing that there is a time procedure for completing a task. When we are talking about the time procedure for completing a task, the task is divided into different activities. So he said this thing, all the activities should be completed in a given time period. For this, he has done the study on the various activities and the time which has been taken on completing that particular activity. The stopwatch was being used. Thousands of times the observations were being made that each and every activity as an individual activity, how much time is needed for completing that particular activity, and as a whole task or the whole goal or the object, how much time is required for completing that goal or the task. With the help of this, then he said this thing that we can lay down the parameter that what is the standard time which is taken for completing a given task in the stipulated number of working hours in a day. On the basis of this study, he has given this concept that the standard time for completing the task should be according to the various time taken by the workers in completing completing the various tasks and the various categories of workers who have completed their task. He has done that study on class A worker, class B worker and class C worker. Then only this standard task of time was being followed, that a particular task is being completed by all types of worker in a given standard time periods. Then only this method was laid, that a particular number of units can be produced by each and every worker in a given time period during the day. So this was related with the time study, and then last it was said that fatigue study. Fatigue study means what? Fatigue, it is the mental strain which is being getting to the worker after doing the work for a continuous period of time or due to the anxiety of doing the same type of work. ये वो एक समय होता है जब वर्कर एक काम लगातार करता रहता है तो वो कुछ मानसिक रूप से थक जाता है, और उस चीज को हटाने के लिए what he has said that we should give the proper rest to the workers in a different time period interval. So he decided this thing that in the first phase when the worker is coming, so we should take the maximum hours of working from that workers. हमें maximum hours की working उससे लेनी है, because he is fresh and he is very energetic when he is coming in the morning for the very first time. So he can work for the maximum hours. Then after that time period he should be getting certain amount of rest, and then after taking that rest again he will come with same zeal and enthusiasm and same energy level. Then he will complete the given task for a particular time period, and after that time period again we have to give him a particular amount of rest, so that after that again he will come with same energy. So this is the time period which is being given to each and every worker, the rest interval, the given to each and every worker after how much time period this rest should be given. And this thing also should be seen that what should be the length of that rest. It should not be too lengthy and it should not be too short. बहुत ज़्यादा लंबा समय भी नहीं दे दिया जाए that the worker become lethargic, और बहुत छोटा समय भी नहीं दिया जाए so that they are not able to regain their energy. So he has studied this fatigue movement also, and the objective behind the fatigue movement was that the proper time rest interval should be given to each and every worker after doing work for a particular time period. So he has to find out this thing, that how much rest should be provided to the worker and after what time period that rest should be provided to the worker, so that he can come again to the work with same energy level and same zeal and enthusiasm. Okay, so these were the various studies which were related with the setting of the standard task. In that, the 4 studies were being done by Taylor that were related with the method, that were related with the motion, that was related with fatigue, and that was related with time. Okay. Hope this study, this technique is clear to you, and now you will be able to understand the technique of the setting of standard of Taylor and what all things he has done in order to bring this technique into existence. Thank you and have a nice day.